Well, folks, this is the end of August in New York on Long Island. You can see everything is fully green and growing rather crazy. Everything is loving this kind of weather. It's humid, it's warm. Did some landscaping today, meaning that I cut the grass and trimmed some stuff and basically tried to make everything look just a little prettier. The black-eyed Susans are doing really well. This has been a better year than we've had in a long time. I think it's something to do with the chicken poop enhanced mulch that I put down. The chicken poop apparently goes a long way. I suppose I'm supposed to cover things like this so people can't tell, right? And back here we've got all our little perennial stuff that my wife wanted, and she's got a little flag here. Life is better in flip-flops. I'm in Crocs today, so I guess life could be better. Life in Crocs is not so bad. I've been cutting back on these hedges here. They're kind of a pain in my butt. The neighbor doesn't do anything with them. They're covered in vines that are strangling it. We chopped down most of the gladiola, one left. Everything is getting ready for another summer day here in the Homestead. You can hear some chirping in the background. That would be the little chicks. We'll go over there in a minute. But we've got the patio fairly cleaned up. The canopy is a nice little addition to get some more shade. The gardens along the fence are doing well. The grapes are past their prime. They were a lot of fun. I've been giving them to the chickens. We did a lot of weed whacking and trimming and edging today. And put the 4-week-old chicks out in the chicken tractor. John Scovish inspired chicken tractor. Hello, chickens. Let me see. I'll open it up and we can get down close and see what they look like today. And I add this little clasp here because I'm convinced I have raccoons, and without it this has kind of got a lot of flex to it. So by doing that I'm very comfortable that it's going to be a project for anything to get in here. Hello, chickens. How's everybody doing? You guys are kind of cute. I hope this is something that's coming through fairly well on the camera. They're trying to dodge the door here, which is kind of funny. What's he doing? Huh? What? You're probably looking for some scratch because I started giving them some scratch and they were getting kind of crazy for it. But these chickens are going fast. For those of you who've had chicks that went from 0 to 4 weeks, I think maybe later today my wife and I will weigh them. But inside of 1 week they doubled in weight. From week 2 to, from week, well, figure about week 1.5 to week 2.5, they doubled in weight. So maybe we'll get to it today. We're packing up and getting stuff ready to go camping. The girls are going to hopefully find the box that I built for them. I don't know that there's good logic to getting them up off the ground, except that if there are predators trying to get in, it'll take them a while. Hopefully they won't figure out a way in. And I think if I have them up in that box on that piece of wood as a perch, I'll probably take that fan out. I thought about leaving it and having it Wi-Fi controlled to turn on and off in case I had a heat problem, but I don't think there's going to be a heat problem. See, I have to keep my foot down here because I think this guy wants to make a jailbreak. So, I'm going to close the gate. Okay, so they've got a redundancy in water. It's maybe visible down here. Is a little chicken. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. Let's see. Okay, I think we're doing okay now. The little cups there. I don't know if they're actually figured out how to fill them yet, but you can see one right there is taking a sip. I'm hoping that they'll learn how to peck at the yellow thing to get it to fill, but I'm not sure if they're doing that yet. And then I have a waterer in the back. I'm going to see if I can get in there. I'm wearing polarized lenses and I can't really see. So there's a little water feeder with a float valve connected to a 2-gallon bucket and some plumbing. Tomorrow morning I'll fill that up again with some cold fresh water, and it should be good for, I think, 3 or 4 days. And my chicken sitter will hopefully change it each day, just because. So we've got some weed whacking and trimming. We've redefined some of the edges, at least some of them. And I'm now contemplating what I'm going to be planting in here. I think I'm going to try garlic. I've never planted garlic, but I'm contemplating hitting the farmer's market on Saturday, or getting them someplace on my travels, pick up some garlic for planting. I've weed whacked in here. Hello girls, are you over here? Where are you? Chicken coop's looking good. Our bug zapper's working great. I think I paid $10. That's awesome. I've got a little stairway up to Sydney's roost. She's the only one that goes up there. She stands next to the post, but to the right of the ladder, and she seems content up there. There are these CDs hanging to keep some little birds out. As I look around, I don't see anybody right here, so I'm going to speculate that they're all the way down and around. I'll show you the other garden. So this is the run that stays close to the fence. It comes out about 10 feet, and that's about a 50 by 10 foot section if I include the area out here by the compost piles. The compost piles are a gold mine for me. It's really easy for me to make the compost amount that I need. The chickens love digging through it. They find all kinds of good stuff, and it makes really fertile stuff for me. Now, I just opened up for the chickens a section over here, and again, I unfortunately can't see very well because of the polarized lenses, so I'm going to come around the other side and show it to you on a better angle. But I created a corral, or a paddock, for the chickens, which is just grass. Right down here we've got our tomatoes. I'm thinking it's about halfway through the season, or halfway through the fruit. I'll probably pull a lot today. Let's see, this looks pretty good. I think it's worth, oops, sorry for being so loud. I'll pull that. Let's see what else I've got. Some stuff over here. Some of it I'm pulling a little early, only because it's better early than late. If my chickens get out, they'll come running to these tomatoes and gobble them up in small pieces. So just a quick haul of some tomatoes, and I'll be back with the basket later. So the back of this is kind of the same as the front without a door. The fan is something that's really more for the use as a greenhouse, but it's in place, and if I should decide that it's hot for some reason, I could turn it on. More tomatoes. I got a huge one over here. If I show you the size of this, it's just off the charts. It's enormous. And a lot more red ones over here. So this is the new paddock. This is just some temporary, some people call it snow fence, but it's just a green wire coated with vinyl. Sorry about the air conditioning noise, but so the girls have just come back here now for the first time. They've been out in the back before, but now I can control them. I can keep them away from my tomatoes. I got them on some green pasture. It's their piece of fertile grass, and they can dig freely around in there. They won't ruin anything. They don't seem to bother the squash. We'll see what they do about the bean towers, but I don't think they're going to do anything. And they'll probably go around the back of the shed, which is kind of overgrown and weedy. I don't know what they'll do back there, but eventually I expect that they will go back there and hopefully not have a problem. Alright girls, we'll see you later. Again, the air conditioning. We've got some, I'm going to be pulling out, sorry for the air conditioning noise, but I'm going to be pulling out the majority of what's in here and creating this into an herb garden, because it does get a little less sunlight, and I think sort of for the purpose of herbs, having them here would be convenient, and secondly, I think having a little less sunlight will do fine for them. And I can control the watering. I plan on terminating a sprinkler head over there by where Hallie is and making it a drip system. But overall, I mean, it's a gorgeous day. Not a cloud in the sky. It's dry. It's probably about 85 degrees, but maybe 40% humidity. It's beautiful. I feel a little breeze. The air conditioning's on because I'm doing all kinds of work and I need a place to cool off, so I keep my cottage out here at like sub-zero temperatures if I can get them. So one last thing I'll take you over to see is the area where the chicken tractor was. You can see the canopy is giving some good shade, and at this point the chicken tractor was moved from, well, I think you'll probably be able to see the outline. It's sort of like here, 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 and there was 1, 2, 3 footprints going backwards. I think if I come over here you can see the difference a little bit. There's clover down here. On either side there isn't. So it's interesting, there's a lot of bees now floating around inside my grapevines. I mean, lots of interesting looking bee-like things. I don't know what kinds of bees they are or anything about them, but it's a buzz with bees for the grapes that have now gone past ripe. See if I can reach in here and show you. But I hope you can see this. I can't really, unfortunately, see. But there's bees flying around all over the place. I'm crazy probably for reaching in here, but I think they just literally have more sugar on the brain than feeling like they're threatened. You know, there you can see kind of, hopefully you can see it. It's very pretty. That's the amazing part. I hope it's focusing because it's just a really pretty insect. There are flies coming around, but that particular bee type bug, whatever it might be, has seemingly no interest in me. And I'm just thinking, you know, all right, cool. Go enjoy your grape juice, the nectar. This is the remnants of that robin's nest. It's pretty much deteriorated to nothing now. Still have some thistle out, but the locals don't seem to be too interested. This winter they'll probably change their mind. Our climbing roses have climbed and kind of gone dormant. It's a little hot, so I'll fertilize them, and if we have a nice mild spring, they should come back. So, chicken tractor a la Coupe Diem. This is now known as the Coupe Diem chicken tractor. C-O-P-E with a little dash, D-I-E-M or D-E-I-M, whatever the spelling is. Coupe Diem chicken coop or chicken tractor. And again, John Siskovich is the design concept. Give credit where credit is due. This blue line will be strung over the top if I was thinking that there was going to be a hurricane or something like that. We'll pin it to the ground a little bit. But now I have just this path to get back to the chickens. I've got the go-ahead from the missus to purchase the gray and red blocks and continue the path out and around to the entrance of this area here. And we'll be filling from these posts over here across probably the front of this. We'll be filling that area in with more wood chips, as in the same as by those flowers. Alright folks, we got a lot done here. I'm going to go walk over to that sunflower that's facing us and give you a quick view of that. It's one of the success stories here. We've got lots of flowers still blooming, but check out this little thing. And I'm going to end it on this as thanks for watching. I just noticed that my autofocus is not on. I hope that wasn't a problem that whole time. So here's the sunflower. Thanks for watching. The channel is Little White Dory. If you liked anything or have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Hit subscribe, and whenever I send out a new video, you'll find out if you hit the notify. I don't do them too often. I've probably done them a lot less lately than I had been. But I plan on showing how I develop my fall and winter gardens from scratch in the next several videos. Okay, so long for now. Bye-bye.